I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin 1 hour chart, still holding this bottom support line. So again, let me show you the stock market real quick. Stocks, you had this huge move higher, and then now you could get a bullish retest. Bitcoin, nothing, flatline. Bulls got to show up here. The bulls desperately need a bounce. Okay, so this previous low, you do not want to see a low lower than this. Otherwise, your next high is going to be a lower high and lower prices, right? Breakdown of this pattern, obviously, you could see 20,000. So not amazing if the bulls can't bounce here. But if they do, you're looking for a run up to 23,300. Potentially 25,200 is the next big test for the bulls, and that's the weekly level that we've been testing multiple times, unable to break above it. This is the Bitcoin 4 hour chart, and again, like barely hanging on. I haven't touched this trend line, but the bulls in need of a move badly. Like this thing's just been technically bear flag, but there's a 68% chance it breaks out of this falling wedge to the upside. However, you've got a rising wedge here that says 68% chance it breaks to the downside. So will you see one more move higher out of Bitcoin? Will this resistance hold? We're going to talk about Mt. Gox again and a lot of the FUD in the market just to see what's weighing. We need to understand what's weighing Bitcoin down and how does it make sense and how are we going to play it? All right, so again, very critical point for Bitcoin bulls to show up here. Bitcoin daily chart, you got bearish divergence all over the indicators. Hasn't played out yet. Breakdown of this pattern could see 20,340 on the daily, 0.5 fib retracement, or 19,170, 618. You've lost the 50 on the daily, which is not amazing. However, bulls still barely hanging on right here. This is the Bitcoin weekly chart, and again, no signs of strength until you break and retest. 25,200 would be a huge bullish move for Bitcoin. Is it going to happen, or do we dip first and then come back and try later? We've got some amazing shout outs to give in the trading group. This person, Richard, shout out to him. Made $15,000 on one trade in Agix, AGIX, AI banger, Central, posted in the group. Chris, I've made so much money lately, it's unreal. Kucoin, gem picks, shorting the market. We had an amazing run up over the last few months. I mean, it's been amazing. Yeah, we've had some downside lately, but trade both ways. That simple. $180,000 in the last 6 weeks. This person up $404,000 on Kucoin in the last year. Again, over the last few days, we've seen 140%, 120%, 419%, 125%, constantly nailing the bangers in the trading group. We're finding the best setups right now. For 1 week, we're lowering the prices, rock bottom fees to join the group, $200 off, lowest price ever, plus 60% off. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. Listen, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Got to be in the right coins. That's all there is to it. Now, this is essentially the Bitcoin chart, right? The last time that we saw $2 billion worth of Tether minted was right here on the daily chart. And after that, you had a huge run up to the upper trend line. So now, here we are, another $2 billion printed. You know, in the US printed money, what happened to price of stocks? They just soared. And so can this happen again? Life-changing money, banging? We'll have to see. There's a bunch of Tether FUD. We were just talking about Tether, and Wall Street Journal comes out with its breaking news that in 2018, they did a bunch of nonsense. Really, the story is that Tether couldn't get banks even work with them because the banks didn't want to have anything to do with cryptocurrency. Back 2017, you could go to Tether's website, and that was actually a way to buy crypto. You can buy Tether as an onboarding idea into this space. Like you used to go to Tether's website and onboard yourself into crypto by buying some Tether. Things have changed. And just remember about this like Tether FUD, the whales, the bearish whales, they'll print Tether FUD, China banning Bitcoin. Like these are the ones that make the market move. There's so much tension, gray cloud hanging over the market. That's why we've seen Bitcoin moving sideways without much strength, while the stock market, huge move higher. Normally, stock market moves higher than Bitcoin's moving higher. Not right now because there's a bunch of concerns going on in the crypto market. Mt. Gox tracking. This is important. We just have to talk about it. Starting on the 10th, you got 137,000, almost 138,000 Bitcoin. That's $3 billion in Bitcoin. That's going to start to be unlocked, right? Payouts start March the 10th. So previously, 2014, Mt. Gox withdrawals paused, suspended really, when the price was $800. Now, price is $22,400. So will you see a bunch of selling? The way this is set up, like I told you before, you've got people that can take a cash value. You've got people that can wait until the end and you'll get a pool of the remaining Bitcoin left over. The people that are going to sell are those that are broke. They need money, right? And there's obviously the economic conditions right now, very good. So the question is, and this is supposed to take many months. Obviously the creditors are saying, hey, we're going to get it out quick, but the reality is it will take many months for the Bitcoin to be sent to the rightful owners. Does this create any buying opportunities? If people take their Bitcoin, sell the Bitcoin and start buying altcoins, that's one buying opportunity. But other than that, like I don't see it creating any buyers per se. You have to assume some people will sell. Will that affect the price of Bitcoin over the next 6 months is the question. See some downside based on that idea. Tomorrow, March the 7th, U.S. Fed Chair Powell is going to testify 10 a.m. So you could see some market volatility based on this idea. Like we talked about, stocks had this perfect bullish retest that needed to happen for more upside. Doesn't really matter because Bitcoin's not following this, completely broke its correlation. A downside move at some point, pull Bitcoin lower. We're just watching that. Total two, so this is the top altcoins. And when I talked to you about this initially, it was like, man, total two's right here. It's going to be a tough level to break, tough, all the way back here, tough. It's a ceiling. Sure enough, you've seen a retrace out of all the altcoins, top large caps altcoins depicted here based on this idea. Some people now are considering this trend line that comes in here that could give some type of bounce. And on a break lower, you're losing, another 10% across all the altcoins. So one thing in this market you have to be is conscious of where Bitcoin price action is headed. I understand most people don't want to be day traders, and that's fine. We make a lot of money in the trading group, even though Bitcoin's doing nothing. Halo up 1,400%, 112% out of YFDAI Finance. 71% gains, 33%, 30%, 27, 24, 21, 20, 16, 16. Pages of double-digit gainers, pages and pages. Most important thing about being successful in crypto is preserving capital. You have to know when to trade. Right now, it's all about this Bitcoin bounce. Can Bitcoin put in the bounce to save the market, at least for the short term? If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.